So if you didn't know, we were going to try to stream some Billy Hatcher tonight. That did not work out. Well, we probably could still do it, but it's already like an hour after I normally start streaming. And a new demo came out for Solomon Program. Solomon Program Demo 2.0. So we played a bit of the 1.0 demo a while ago. I also made a quick play about it too at the time. So I have some like full impressions on there. I'm not sure what my plans are specifically with this version of the game. If I'm going to do anything, you know, if it's just going to be the stream that's going to be up on the thing, or if it's going to be some kind of full video. I need to check the audio levels because I actually don't have the audio balance for this already. I saw there's some pretty significant changes in terms of the user interface for this game, though. Alright, let me bump this up a little bit. You guys want to look at that license info? Yeah, Stompy Robot. I think the audio is probably fine. Okay, so I'll go ahead and bump my audio back up and then mute you guys again. And then let me go ahead and tweet out that I'm playing this game, and then we'll get started. Blam, blam, blam. The triple blam. Alright, so yeah, I assume this is not bringing over any save data. Apparently this is not version 2.0, it's version 1.4.1. So yeah. And where's my chat at? Play Fab. Continue. I don't know what any of this is. Let's see what this first option is. Also, I'm like bleeding out of my box here, it looks like. Alright, I don't know what that is. Very, very important stuff. Oh, is this all just like privacy information and stuff? That seems to be 100% what this is. Like, hey, agree to our terms. Alright. Video games are happening. I feel like the environment has a more cel-shaded look to it now. I'll see if I can try to finish this, fix this, camera outline here. So if you don't know, this is like a strategy RPG, but it's similar to, well, it's not really similar to a lot of the things. It's like an automated strategy RPG almost, or at least before it was, where essentially you would assign like different actions and commands to each individual unit, and that would cause them to act on the field. So you had no real direct control. There were a couple things you could choose between, but it wasn't like it wasn't like something that you could like actively tell them where to move or what they should be doing. All right. So if I recall correctly, this is target. So I'm guessing this is target enemy, and this looks like maybe target self. Yeah. So we tell it, okay, you want to target the enemy, and then we want them to, I believe this is move towards the enemy. And then this is going to be attack. So I basically told him to, whenever it's his turn, the first thing he should do is target an enemy, and then he should go towards them and then attack. But you can do a variety of other things where you can tell him to prioritize like certain boss type characters, or also like depending on how far away something is from you, you can tell it to go there or not, or tell them to go there or not. So this chart looks a lot simpler compared to the 1.0 demo, though. There we go. I think that should fix me. All right, gotcha. I love gotcha. Chips. Okay. YouTube side is gone. Let me see if I can do anything about that. You guys might lose the, It's back? Okay, you might lose the game feed here for a second while I mess with something, because I actually do not have chat. I can see your chat in the stream, but I can't actually see the chat. And unfortunately, when I do this, it makes it so you guys will lose the gameplay for a second. Or tonight could just go great, and I might just not have chat. So I might just have to look at the actual stream. Okay, yeah. All right, so we earned this bat guy. Also, my camera's focusing. There we go. All right. So he's now part of our party here. I am not going to try to read any of that. Okay, so his is basically target enemy. I don't remember what the 1 stands for. Maybe that's like move 1 space. I think that's third one's move though, so we'll have to see. I can't quite remember. I had played enough of the previous demo that I kind of figured out what all the different slots were for, but... Dude. Okay, so this is actually pretty. When it comes to the chart, this is about the same as the previous demo. The user interface around it's different. All right, I think I'm adding. Yeah, there we go. Space sounds fun. Let's see. All right. Alright. So this is where he spawns. Or rather, that's the like lineup you assign them to. So I think that ×2 thing is new. I'm not sure what that was. Alright. The problem with tutorials is like it's easy enough to kind of play around with things, but if you have to sit there and tutorial it's a little confusing of like why I have to like it can be hard to know exactly what they want you to be pressing kind of thing and what lessons they're trying to teach you. Okay, so it looks like there's so the logic is now like above their head. Is there a way I can view that? Because before the logic used to appear on the left side of the screen and you could see how the logic was working every time. And I think I prefer that over just the icon over their head. Because now it's hard for me to tell like what exactly they're acting on other than the general shape of the piece and associating that with like the task. Hey Mr. T, how's it going? Going okay outside of just the stream kind of exploding for the first hour, but we're here now. We're playing Solomon Program. Or trying to. We're in the tutorial, which is, I'm sure, very exciting right now. Especially since I kind of have an idea of how this game works already. So, okay. And they're just going to yell at me not to select these different options. Alright. Just back out. Is that all I'm doing here? Alright. How you doing, Mr. T? This does seem... I feel like the original game did not have nearly as much tutorials, so I feel like that is built out in this demo. The original demo, I guess I should say. I actually didn't know that they released like that Bravely Default 2 demo earlier in the year. I had Anthony had mentioned it to me like a couple weeks ago, and then I thought it was like something that was recent, but apparently I'm pretty sure I just messed that screen up. But apparently it was like back in March they released that demo or something. I just had completely missed it. Huh. So I wonder, because before you always had everybody spawned at the start, so I wonder if now you like add people onto the field as time goes on. Oh, nice. I hope you guys have fun. Is it gonna be like a smaller gathering? My my dad got me to commit to some Thanksgiving thing, so I don't feel good about it, but I'm going either way. Is it X? Oh, there we go. Okay, so now I have the actual layout. I wish it was further to the left, though. I wonder if I can move it. I will say these cutscenes are way smoother than they were before. Before, they used to be a frame rate nightmare. All right. Oh, that's right. So I think technically the bat is my king, so I actually don't want him. He actually doesn't move up in this phase, because as long, and this is how it worked before, as long as there is like, okay, so I can do ×3. I don't know what that is. As long as there's like a minion on the field, your king won't move forward. They'll just stick in the back. Because if the king dies, then that's the end of the round, basically. Cool, that sounds like a good way to go about it. I feel like a chili picnic sounds pretty good, honestly. Are these all N? Or are some of these... Like, are there variations on these? Or are they just all neutral? I think they're all just neutral. Quieto, quieto, quieto. Alright. This presentation seems a little extra compared to the original. Like, there's a lot of stuff flashing on screen. Alright. Honestly, more than anything, I just would like to have the freedom to kind of poke around for a little bit, rather than just get thrown into the tutorial, but... I wonder if they'll make me get all 4 characters before I get off tutorial, actually. Alright. Ninja Man. Alright. Oh, so I get to choose the king at the start, then. Okay. So I definitely want him to be king, because he's probably not going to be very good. And then, can I not assign anyone else after I assign king? Okay. So it looks like you just choose your king at the start, and then you select where they'll start. Can I spawn him yet? Okay, and then he spawns in now. I wish I knew what these like ×3s and stuff were. Let me turn it on and see what happens. Oh, okay. So this is the new point values. So before, like, before that would be like I think like an actual numerical point value or something. Yeah, and he could use special. Okay, so that's just activating their special, and the times just means how many points it's going to use is all it is. So I think that was in the place before, but I think they just changed how it actually appears on screen.
ここまででござる。確かに強い。
勝っちまったのか。なんだかんだの大名人ってくら。
お見事。お供させていただく。
Surprised how much voice acting there is. Although, I can't remember if the original game had a lot of voice acting or not. Alright, give me that ninja. Yeah, it's like, because each of the cards have like colored dots around the side. And it makes me wonder if like that has any effect on anything. Like if each chip has different types of stats or anything like that. Although, like, in the original demo, I don't think you get, like, duplicates or anything. You love the bat. The bat seems like... It seems like I got some kind of, like, attack power buff from the bat. So that's a fairly decent skill. I'm gonna guess... And I could be wrong about this. I wonder if they changed it so the kings have different, different specials now. Because before, the kings would have, like, the same special, even in the back. So if they had, like, an offensive special, they would just kind of sit around and not do anything. Or maybe that's just what this guy's special is. I don't know if I used the bat in the first game, so... Oh, I put the slime in my party. There we go. Alright. So is there any way I can go ahead and edit these? Okay, I can see their specials. Okay, let's not. Alright, well, I think that's all I need to do in that menu. His eyes are like bloodshot. Gan. I played a lot of Solomon Program, the original demo. I think I put over 5 hours into it. Actually, we could probably check. Actually, let me check something here real quick. Where's the game? Where's my capture card? There we go. Okay, let me see. I didn't know if I couldn't think of it if I wanted to put my friend code out on the internet. On just like a stream somewhere, so it's probably not a big deal. Yeah, I spent over 5 hours in the original Solomon Program. All right, let me bring the game back up. Bam. All right, fight a bunch of slimes. I like the character design in general, but you know, maybe I'm biased. You know, this is a. All right. We'll test my theory and put the slime in the back here and see what his special is. But maybe I'm biased being an Tokadol fan, but I do like how the character design is in this series. Although this guy's kind of weird. He's got like a hat, but his like eyeballs are on top of his like hat shade or whatever. I'm not sure what this countdown phase is for. Okay. And is the check marks the amount of slots a character takes? Whoops, I just threw him in the back. I think that just shows how many, what their special cost is. So I won't think too much about that. All right. Although I think also, yeah, you're gonna go. There you go. I am burning my special points at the beginning, so I guess there is like a benefit to not assigning everybody in the field at once now as well. Hey Joshua, how's it going? How you doing? You know, I didn't think about this, but in some ways you could probably think of these diamonds similar to how the Tokadol. Also, one thing I just noticed is that the attack animations are just normal animations now, unless it's a special. Or before, it would make them, it would cut to an animation every single time an attack happened. which definitely I think is better from a playability standpoint.
行くぞ
All right. I want to do my ninja man to do his special. Oh, actually, let me get the little slime to use a special. Oh, it's 5 though. I think that's fine. Yeah, I just want to see what the slime does. All right. It's like, okay, he buffs, I think, the unit nearest to him. All right, ninja special. There's also like an interesting dithering effect on the characters now too. Oh, you got the trial earlier? Yeah, sorry, Joseph. I was having stream issues earlier, and I was originally just not going to stream. But I had already like wanted to stream this game anyways. I was like, I'll just start the stream late and just play some Solomon Program 2.0. Did you play the 1.0 demo, Joshua? Okay, so this is like the first. Some of these chips are broken, interestingly enough. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm assuming the timing doesn't really matter that much. Or if it does matter, it's like, it's such a long rev up, it doesn't even do anything. Okay. I wonder if that's like a material or if that's literally just, hey, sorry, dude, nothing for you. I get a stamp. Just like I have a little slime and a little canister. Oh, I can move the slime around. Like spin him around with the analog stick. All right. One thing that I never really figured out was like when I got new like pieces to assign here. Okay, there we go. So this is, I think, target yourself, right? Which I don't want that. I mean, I don't really have enough pieces here to do anything in general, I think. Oh, we can make different sets. Okay. That's an improvement, too.
Yeah.
Do I have any additional pieces here? No. And so do I still manually level these characters up, or? I'm scared that's like the get rid of them button. I won't touch that yet, at least not until I get more units to fill that slot. Nice. I hope you like it. I really enjoyed the first demo. Okay, this is the timer thing. So I guess the question is, I think in the original one, if you sent them on this field or this trip, like it balloon trip, if you sent them like down this path on like an automated mission, they wouldn't leave your party, which I assume is probably also the case here. Otherwise, we have no characters to fight with. All right, Gambate Kudasai. Or are we just waiting? Is this how this works now? I can't leave the screen apparently, so. Oh yeah, it was Wonderfest was this week, right, Joseph? I didn't look at too much into it. I usually look into like the fan stuff more than anything. I'm not a huge figure guy, despite having probably more figures than I should. All right, mage guy. Do our best. Not sure what the choice was there, but. Yeah, I mean, I barely know any Japanese at all, so, but I was able to kind of figure it out. But admittedly, I said earlier in the stream, I played the original demo about 5 hours, so I had plenty of time to poke around and mess with things. All right, ready. Oh, I can emote. So I'm guessing that means there is a online play for this. All right. Oh, come on. Can I not? Why can't I move this for some reason? Okay. I think sometimes my Switch just like, maybe it's like all the junk I have in the way over here between like myself and the Switch, but I just always lose connection to my Switch controllers for some reason. It's got a grenade belt. Oh, Mega Hobby Expo. Okay. I didn't look into that one. What figures were you looking at? Like, were there any particular characters you're looking for, or? So I'm curious. Was that wasn't considered a special yet? There was an animation that played for it. I wonder why, in that case, he got an animation. Ugh. If it's like the last time he has a cone in front of him. Okay, he did a normal attack. So that dithering seems to be like a dynamic lighting effect, because if you see on that, in that case, like it wasn't on his face like in the last one, so it's not just like an effect of the cutscenes or something. Oh, that's cool. I have not kept up with One Piece at all, but I do know that it seems like all the girls in that series ended up to turn into really busty ladies at some point with tiny hips. I think Nami was just like, because I think she started as like as a kid, right, in that series. So I think eventually they made her more of an adult or something. All right. I don't know what those emblems in the bottom right-hand corner are. Sure, whatever. Show me this. Oh, is this how we level up now? All right. All right. I love the, I don't know. I was gonna say sphere grid, but this does not look like a sphere grid. Okay, so it takes 200 LP, and then also takes up 10 coins. Is that just a normal attack, or is that different? And what screen was that? Okay. I assume it's this one? Okay, gotcha. So did I learn that or no? Okay, there we go. And those dots are just to lead there. Okay. So that's extra movement. That's a special attack. I think that's target minion. And I think that's target boss. All right. And I'll get some movement too. Oh, she's a teen? Okay. It's hard to tell with anime what anybody's ages are. So I have a One Piece game for the Wii that I need to check out at some point. All right. Oh, you know what? I would want to also know if the boss is within range of me. Do I have... Yeah, I guess that would be it. So if I'm on top of a boss, then I can tell him to use this move, basically. Assuming my memory of how the system works is accurate. Okay. So we're gonna put... Can I copy entire rows? I kind of want to shift this whole thing down. Or do I just have to take it down one at a time? I think I might just have to take it down one at a time. So, I think I want to say boss. One space in front of me. If he's one space in front of me, use this and special attack. Otherwise, target anybody, move directly towards them as best he can, move, and then attack. I think that should work. Oh. I don't think that's working how I want it to. Because I think normally how it works is it goes down the logic tree, but maybe I have it wrong. Because like normally how it would work in the previous one, and maybe I'm just missing something, is it'd say, okay, boss target, is boss within one space? And if not, it would say, okay, who do I target next? And this just says basically target anybody. And I assume this is just the closest to him actually, and then move, and then attack. I'm going to take a risk at saying that works, but it not doing anything here tells me that it's probably... Oh, you know what? Let me try pressing this. There we go. Alright, so he'll go up and stab. And then he should move to the boss after that, stab, and then the boss is close enough so he'll use specials for that attack. That is exactly what I wanted. Cool. We did it. I made logic. All right. What was that? Is it... You might know better than me, Alex. Is it Ultimate Adventure or something like that on the Wii for One Piece? If you guys didn't see, by the way, on Twitter, I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter or not. I did make like a Twitter post being like, hey, I don't really know what I'm doing next year in terms of content. So if you want to provide some feedback on what you'd want, you could do that. And one that really appealed to me was Rowan saying, do more Wii games, which I think I talked about last week. I kind of want to do more Wii games as is. So maybe next year we will focus on some Wii games, possibly. But Unlimited Adventure, thank you, Mr. T. I had gotten it, I think, cheaper than usual. I was holding out for that game for a while. Like, I kept seeing it at my GameStop for like $40, and I think they finally dropped the price down like a year or two ago. So, all right, I want to smack that cat. So we'll see.
チーズを選択
I mostly right now, and this is probably going to make for a fairly boring set of podcasts for a few weeks, is mainly just playing Xenoblade Chronicles X right now. Which, you know, I want to get done, but... Yeah, I remember the red one being something, is like... Is that a PS3 game? One of the red ones? Alright. I do appreciate the new music, but I don't know how much I like this music. I'm gonna leave the bat off the table because the bat seems to not be moving around much. Sorry, Alex, abandoning your bat. Oh, he is just going for me. I'm gonna dump him right there, just in case. I don't think I need him, but I just want to make sure that he doesn't have like a straight line of sight to my my slime. Oof. Ooh, that's a double hit. Alright, well, good thing I put the bat down. Alright, so how does this revive system work now? Okay, they're still dead right now. Do I do this to revive them maybe now? Oh no. Okay, yeah, that revives him. Okay. That was probably a bad spot to put him because he's gonna do an AoE burn. Probably twice. It's probably gonna kill everybody. We probably are dead. Oh yeah, I heard good things about the Bleach games as well. Ugh. Alright, well that didn't go so well. So I can't revive them the same turn they die. So they have to wait one turn. And it looks like the bat might have to wait 2 turns. Alright, rip slime. Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit a little while ago on Twitter, but Atoka Doll had monsters too in it. I don't know how many of them were original, but they just like kind of fell to the back. Cause like every like chapter after chapter 2 in Atoka Doll is just all girls or whatever, but like the first 2 chapters have monster fights in it. I don't know what you got out of it. I mean, they're definitely like the easier fights of the game, but oh, it's a tactics game. That's interesting. I have not tried any DS tactics games yet. There are a lot out there for some reason. So wait. I want this guy in my party. All right, sorry, Alex. You get your bat kicked out, probably.
なんだ
しょうがないな。
All right.
力になってあげてもいいよ。
So it looks like I can. So in the previous one, like there was like a separate leveling system for each character. It seems like the resources are shared this time. All right, so that's a boss target. It's like a special, I think, probably. It's weird. The top right corner has like, okay, it's like that's the ranged attack. Okay. The top right corner has like nothing for some reason. Okay, that's the ranged attack. Just like a brain or something. So if I have that, I want the 2 slot probably. I could have gone for that 2 slot. I don't know what the underline 2 slot does. It's 4,000. I have plenty of points, so. I need to stop playing anime games based off anime I've never actually watched. As much as I'd like to try out a Bleach game, that's something I probably shouldn't do. Yeah, I probably will continue to do it, so. Please look forward to my review of the next Bleach game. You know, so I was thinking, I was like, I think he might have like an AoE attack that was like or maybe more like a cone in front of him kind of thing, but I think that might be his special instead. All right. So I think what I want here is, if they're within 2 spaces, we'll do double ranged attack basically. And if they're not within 2 spaces, we'll move and then attack. There we go. I wonder if the brains are the number of rows you have here. That's what it is. Or at least they look like brains to me.
お主か
You're a Doraemon? There might be a Doraemon video review next year. I will threaten you with that. I mean, I did the casual review this year, obviously, for the Game Boy one, but that's more of... I think right now, at least, I kind of just want to put the casual reviews in where it makes sense. I always, like... Sometimes I don't have a like great way to cover some games via, like, a quick play or something. Like whenever I did the quick plays, it was always kind of challenging, honestly, because it just sometimes the games just did not fit the format of quick play. So I'm glad the casual reviews seem to solve that problem. I feel like I largely can talk about any game I want in the casual review kind of setup. It may not be the cleanest recording, but you know, we get there. So I'm not getting any additional rows. Let me see what this is real quick. I don't recognize the fist parameter up. Okay, so it's just a stat boost. I kind of figured that's what it would be. Okay. So I don't think, at least right now, it doesn't seem like he gets additional rows at the moment, so. I also don't know if there's a downside to using the powered up version of these attacks or not. Because it's just like, it looks like it's 1.1 times damage rather than just 1.0. So I don't know why you would just use the, what's it called? I mean, I guess obviously if you're using a bunch of attacks, then like in this case I had to do a normal and then a special, but because I don't have enough specials to put in place. But Doraemon games seem really cool. I would like to play more Doraemon games. Those kind of thing I took away from that Game Boy game was like, hey, this game's actually pretty similar to the Nintendo 64 one. And then later realizing, like, all Doraemon games are kind of like that, which is kind of an interesting thing. Like, it's not great from a, like, variety perspective, although the games are kind of based around variety in some ways, right? So maybe it is, you know, I don't know. I feel... There used to be a way that we were drawing cards out of here, weren't we? At least at the beginning, I was like drawing cards from this menu, but maybe that's only for the beginning part. I think that just said help. All right, let's go. Try not to die. Oops. Skipped his dialogue. Nice. Okay. Yeah, my save data did not carry over at all. So, I have not seen her in this, or I haven't seen Waste or Pride in this version, but I would 100% assume they are. I have not seen a ton of people posting about this game still, but I did not do a lot of research online ahead of time, so... I saw it like way late at night. I was like, oh, the demo's out. And then I checked this morning to make sure that I got my code. Which heads up, if you want to download this on your Switch, you can still register and get a code. Their website still lets you register, apparently. Or at least that's what the translation seemed to have said. So... So if you have a Switch... You could be playing Solomon Program 2.0 right now. Or 1.4.1 or whatever it's actually called. So. Alright. I don't know if I'm handling this any better since I literally just like stacked everybody again. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Because he's going to move up and then do his AoE and be able to smack everyone. Although he's going to be able to start fighting there. This might work out. I needed to be a little bit more careful with my positioning at the beginning. I probably should have put the slime in the back left corner. But yeah. Yeah, not on Wii U. Wii U is unfortunately dead. I mean, I think this game totally could just run on a Wii U. Like, I mean, I guess you could say most Switch games probably could just totally run on a Wii U, right? Dead? Okay. It's weird because the HP values in the top left corner don't update immediately, so... Oh, you're just moving up that close. Okay. I think we'll be okay. Those two are probably going to die this turn, but I think I should be able to drop somebody down. Yeah, I can drop the ninja down. My slime might start moving forward. I think my ninja moves 3 spaces, right? I might put him off to the left and see if I can get him to approach. How do I want to do this, actually? He's moving up, actually, so we need to... What do... I might be able to reach him from here, but it's not going to be till next turn. I think we lost again. So I think next time I need to put the slime in the back left-hand corner of the screen, probably. And then probably space out my spawns a bit more. And just kind of have one thing approach it at a time rather than send them all at once. He's only going to get one attack, but I think he one-shots the slime. He does, yeah. I could also set somebody else as my king, too, but... Doesn't sound very nyai to me. Alright. I think we could go with the same team, probably. We'll just have to play better. strategy in the game where you just watch your enemies fight. There's strategy, or your characters fight. All right.
キングを選択
So we're still gonna keep the slime as king, and then I'll drop the spear guy first, and then we'll just kind of see how things go. Actually, I might drop the spear guy, but then also drop the ice guy off to the side a little bit, and see if I can get him to start doing ranged attacks. I might need to look at the logic, because the last time, I don't want him. The last time he just like ran up there and started smacking with his cane, and I don't really want that. We'll try it. Let me look at his chart there. So he identifies something 2 spaces in front of him, and if something's 2 spaces in front of him, he'll attack. But otherwise, he'll move then attack. I think that's correct logic. I think maybe he just was a little too far. So I think I ideally want to get him to a spot where he can be 2 spots ahead. If he moves this turn, he might stay out of range. Alright, this I get to spawn this guy. I didn't really want to, but... This might not work out again. I think I can speed up this animation. Oh, no. Oh, I can see their logic too. Interesting. Yeah, he was too far away again. It also like covers up half the field is part of the problem. I guess I could rotate the field. This is going great. Wait, did I not spawn that guy on accident? Whoops, well. Slime just punched him in the face. Okay, that just shows the order. In the, in the original one, there is a way to like speed up these animations, but I'm not seeing that right now. Okay. So the other thing I haven't really done is use my specials yet. So I could also just like space them out in a way that I should be able to hit them with my special in the next turn. So I think I'm gonna move the spear guy back. Slime is the most OP, yeah. I could also just switch the slime out and see if that helps him survive. But I mean, this guy attacks twice in a single turn, so, and that's already kind of one-shotting everybody. So I don't know if that's gonna really help me too much. Did putting him in the corner help? Not really. I probably actually should have offset him just so I could have taken the space in the center, in the back for my guy. Okay. Because I kind of wanted him there, actually, rather than here. We'll try this. So I'm going to dump that. I don't know if he'll move far enough to use the special. We'll try. I think he gave up. He might need to be closer to use a special. I wish I had ease of access to some. Oh, I guess I can kind of pull it up a little bit. All right, well, definitely use your special now. All right, well, slime is dead. All right, have a good night, Mr. T. I could also try to... I'm gonna dump him in the back here. He'll be our king this time. See how that works out.
行けお前たち
Oh, you can turn off who you don't want to spawn is what it is. Okay. So I can be like, I don't want slime to spawn. Alright.
好きにここに
Or try out center spacing with this guy. Although he may move to the left because of the magician's to the left now. What is on? Oh, is that turning chat on and off is what it is? Oh, I forgot to disable. He's gonna die. Alright, I'll... Oh! I don't think it's gonna be enough to kill him, but let's see. Almost. Yeah, he's definitely dead. I could try to see if he can reach him with that special. I don't think he can, but... Yeah, that didn't work out. Oh, there he goes. We did it. So it looks like that attack's changed a bit. It's not a cone in front of him anymore. It's just like, it's like a 3-space ranged attack or something now, which worked out in that situation. Yeah, so the king will only move forward if no other units are on the field. So that's why this cat was by himself. That's why he was able to move forward, because nothing else was on the field. So he's like, okay, I got to move forward. And you can't control that. So the kind of the key is, if you don't want your king to move forward, you kind of just want to keep spawning units so they don't, you know, move up. Although there are some units in the game that just kind of like hang around. You can like tell them not to move basically by reprogramming them. How much they move depends on how they're programmed. So I'd have to go back and look at the slime real quick. But the slime might be programmed to move 3 spots, possibly. I only see one movement, but his movement range itself, I'm guessing, might be... Let me see, where's that stat screen? We were looking at it earlier. It's not here, right? No. Oh, we can... Oh, there it is. Okay. So let's see. Does it say how much movement they have? I don't see anything that seems to say how much they can move. It might be a general movement stat. If I'm going to guess it's anything, it's probably that bottom right one where it's 3 for everybody except for the ninja, where the ninja's is 4. If that's my best guess, but I'm not actually reading any of this right now, so... It's a little bit of a, it's like the game is like both kind of complicated and also very straightforward too. In a way that I enjoy though. Is this like an actual match? Are we playing like actual online now? Playing live video games. The original demo didn't have any online play, so... Also, probably very likely nobody's playing this right now. Let's find out. Well, I won't find out if anyone's playing, but we can find out what time it is in Japan. It is 1 in the afternoon. Sure, all the Atoka Doll fans are revving to go for the online for this game. Can I escape? Oh no. It might be they have like some kind of extended movement option. I'm not 100% sure. I don't think that was the case, but it might do that to prevent you from like choosing a character who's like one movement, to prevent you from getting like a king that just like slowly, you know, moves forward, and to give you someone that's to even the playing field, I guess, a little bit. All right, well, oh, hello. I wonder if this is an actual person. It seems like it. They only have 2 characters, so... But maybe that's their strat. Am I gonna get a happy face back? I don't know if this is a real person or not. Alright. We'll do that and see how that works out. No slimes in today's party. Although it might be worth putting the slime behind my force slaughter. Alright. Like put him right there and then like have him buff the my big guy. Oh, he's using like a special, I think. Oof. Oh, that's like 5 points to buff him. That might be a bit much. I think we'll be okay. Oh, maybe not. So in that case, he seems to have activated, but I have my slime on the field. Maybe after a particular number of turns, they force you forward, because they're moving forward now, too. Which is interesting. Well, rip. I win. That actually got pretty rough there. So it looks like after a certain number of turns, they force them forward now, which used to not be the case. Although I don't know if maybe that's a specific thing to online, which would actually make a lot of sense in the case of, like, at least when you look at a Tokudoll eventually kind of forces you to play your hand with the Hime mode, the princess mode, because it's basically like a nuclear bomb being dropped on top of you and being like, you better fight this or beat this person before this happens, or else things are gonna be real rough for you. So maybe that's what this game is doing, which is a very like arcadey kind of thing, right? Like, we need to get you off this machine, so you're putting another 100 yen in. Interesting. I wonder if that means there's not any offline content in this demo outside of the initial trial. Let's see, was there any, like, option that I got here to choose between on? Yeah, it seems to just, like, throw me right onto this. Huh. That kind of limits the playability of this, then, if that's the case, because obviously you have to... Unless they just, like, randomly generate something for you if you don't find a partner, you know. Admittedly, like, Demo 1.0, like, at some point you ran out of things to fight and things to get. Although there's a couple of monsters I never got, and I think it was, like, a bug or something, because you kind of went through a series of battles, and when you went through the series of battles, you would, like, gain that monster to your side. And I had one guy where I think I lost him a bunch, and then I never saw him again after at some point. So I don't know if I just got bad luck on those rolls, but he was, like, the one monster I never got. But... it was just weird because I'd played that game a bunch and, like, never was able to get him ever again. Or I never got him in a position where I could ever get him again, so... But maybe it was just random chance. This little chattering is weird. Alright. Well, I don't know. I don't know how many matches we are going to find or will not find. I like that the little connectors on the left look like typical power outlets, but the ones on the right are like... like you would slot them into the slots. It's kind of weird. There we go. Alright. Shuhura. Is that the same name as before? Oh, there's ice in this field. Yeah, I'm pretty... It would take a lot to convince me this is not made by people who made a Tokuda or a Rekka battle. It just seems very, very likely. Yeah, that's... I don't know how I feel about them triggering to move forward after a particular set of turns. Because I feel like part of the strategy was like hunkering down in some ways with your main character when things got bad. So if they like start moving forward after 3 turns, it kind of limits your capabilities to defend in some ways. But I guess in an online battle, you might not want something that would go on forever, right? That might be the logic behind it. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not easy to play a Tokudoll. It's unless you're traveling in Japan. As far as I know, none of those cabinets exist in the U.S. and they require network stuff too. So, that's probably gonna end pretty rough for us. Where is he? Is he flying over the rock? Is that what's happening? So I guess he has the ability to just move. Did not do a lot of damage to that guy. I'm pretty sure that guy in the top left is his king. So as long as we don't die, I think we'll, or as long as he doesn't die, I think we'll. Okay, awesome. We win. I'm master. I'm the best Solomon program player. 100% win rating.
僕がキングなんだから当然だよね。
I'm all strategy. Yeah, I only found out about the Papa music and U-Beat and what was it, Reflect Beat stuff later. It was only after I found out about Tokadol that I found it was there, but yay, doctor's appointment. Go and be healthy, Alex. Or have them tell them it's healthy. Okay. So those are blocked off. But yeah, I found out through Tokadol through I think their pachinko stuff. I was looking into I think Konami Pachinko anime, if I recall correctly. And I just happened to be on their YouTube channel for that. Is this right? I think this might be wrong. They did have like a pachinko anime that I was looking at some time around that time probably. But yeah, I can't remember how I came across the Tokadol. Honestly. I know I just came across some gameplay on YouTube or something at some point, but it probably, honestly, probably more than anything, it was just like me looking at random Japanese news sites and somebody probably was covering a Tokadol in some way. So... So, kind of the weird thing right now, and I think the reason why I'm just kind of like in this weird position with this game at the second is... This is a pretty small roster of characters right now. And it doesn't seem like... At least so far, it doesn't seem like I'm getting any new units through the online play, or at least the roulette hasn't had any new units on it. I mean, honestly, I've only played 2 rounds. But kind of the last demo, there's actually a lot of units that you could kind of get through playing the game. So it's a bit strange that it seems like I'm kind of forced into just playing online now. Do I want this? I want this. Give me that. It's just better damage, I think. Huh? I mean, obviously I can level up my characters and stuff here, but if this is the only roster for the demo, it seems a little shallow compared to the last demo. Which might be the intention. So part of the confusing things... Yeah, I guess the big thing, Joshua, is that, like, it's just compared to the last demo, this seems significantly less. But I think the big thing is, and I could be wrong about this, it was honestly kind of confusing. I was looking at like a bunch of different sites, and I could not figure out what they're trying to communicate, because some of them were saying this game was coming out in the next couple months, like actually releasing. But then it's also like, oh, this demo is coming out in the next, So I was like, I don't know if people were saying this, or people were confusing this demo for the full release or something, right? On like some of the US news sites. But the Japanese sites, as far as I can tell, really only were talking about this demo itself specifically. So that gives me the impression that this probably isn't like, this probably isn't coming out anytime soon, but I could be wrong. Winter of December is when it's actually coming out? Okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure on that, but if you saw something that said Winter December, that might be accurate. Then I might have just been getting confused by all the different things. So I can definitely see that, like, if this is releasing an actual release sometime here in the next like month or so, like having a stripped down demo that's just like, hey, here's how the game works, could definitely make a lot of sense. I don't know if there's any reason why I shouldn't be buying all of these at this point. Let's complete this guy out. Assuming these aren't like ridiculous number of points. Okay, that one's a ridiculous number of points. Okay, never mind. I lied. We'll go ahead and spend all of our points here though. Anything that like just makes sense, so just go ahead and grab. All right, have a good night, Alex. Enjoy your doctor's appointment. The thing everybody loves. All right. I need to go get my blood test, so I need to do that sometime in the next month or two for my next doctor's appointment. Let's see here. Oh, that's a 4. So if I recall correctly, maybe what it is if it's an underline, that means anything within 4 spaces rather than just something that is literally 4 spaces that it will target. I could be wrong about that, but all right, we're almost out of life points here, so or we are out of life points now. I guess I should probably read what's it called. All right. Oh, whoops. All right, so we have multiple. Are we just gonna start feeding these into each other now? Oh, I'm favoriting these? Okay. Install. Do that. All right, time to feed. Wait, so am I combining? Because this is the one that's equipped right now, right? And this is the one I just like upgraded a bunch. So what do I do this? Oh no. I think I messed this up. Unless I can combine them now, not with the same rank. Okay, there we go. Hey Oscar, this is Solomon Program 2.0, although I think we may have kind of ran out of stuff to do. Possibly. Potentially. This version seems to be focused on online play, possibly. So it's hard to say how much legs this is gonna have, because at least in the original demo, you would like go through a bunch of story battles to get minions, and it seems like those story battles may not be here in this game, or at least not after the tutorial. So yeah, I think we'll probably be wrapping up here in a few minutes. I mean, we're coming to normal stream end time, so We'll revisit Billy Hatcher next week, and hopefully my internet will play nice and not give me a hard time. Maybe I'll try restarting everything right before the stream next week. So, all right, to the internet we go. Ooh, stretch. Oh yeah, this still seems pretty good. Most of the changes seem to be largely cosmetic. They did a lot to try to change the user interface. I think the one complaint I have right now is the logic table that appears on the left side of the screen before now appears further on the right of the screen, and it kind of displays over the play field in a way that's kind of annoying. But they do have like little logic bubbles above them. It's just hard to tell what those bubbles are because it's really just showing you where they're at in their process. It's not so much showing you what the logic is to get to that point in the attack. So this is not Billy Egg Game. No, I ditched Billy Egg Game for tonight for a variety of reasons. But I did want to check this out really bad. So this either would have happened tonight or over the weekend. So I did not beat it. No, I just was having internet issues as soon as I started streaming and had to go and do a whole thing with Cox. And then it was like an hour later. I was like, this demo came out today, so I was like, might as well check this out rather than play Billy Hatcher. So we'll revisit Billy Hatcher next week. I am pretty excited to check out Billy Hatcher again though, because no, I was not a jerk about it. I am pretty excited to check out Billy Hatcher again because last week seemed pretty promising. He has a lot of health, the cat. But I liked what was going on with the level design last week. So and I was looking at some of the objectives for the next levels, and there's variety. So I think the real problem with Billy Hatcher might be that we approached it the wrong way. We probably should have approached it more in a play all the levels all at once kind of thing, all the objectives in a level all at once kind of thing, rather than put him there. Rather than taking it like the first 2 levels each match or whatever. This is not the final product, actually. This is a demo version 2.0, but it sounds like it might be close to final. So I need to import a copy whenever it comes out. I don't know if there's going to be a physical. I hope so. We have literally the exact same team. So. Alright. Stab that cat. He's gonna stab him. We'll see how this goes, but the double move. Ow! Ooh, this is bad. They have a clear shot to my king. I seem to resist that damage a lot more than the boss version of those. Can I use a special? No. Not sure what's gonna limit why I can't use my special there. I am definitely gonna spawn this guy though. Actually, a double attack might not be terrible. There. Anyways. Oh, only one attack. Okay. Oh, I think he did a normal attack and then like a hard hit is what happened. Okay. We're gonna try to see if we can get our special in there real quick. Nope. Do I want to turn this off?
これは不死身だ。何度でも蘇る。
I don't think he's going to go for the boss next, unfortunately. It wouldn't be bad to go ahead and kill that guy, so I'll let him use the special. Alright. Alright. Can I spawn this guy yet? No.
これ以上近づくな。
I'm guessing this is not going to work out great for
さ
us.
てどうしてやろうかな。泣いちゃっても知らないからね。
Can I spawn? Oh boy. Oh boy.
借りを返してやる。
Good luck, dude. Come on, I want to spawn this guy.
覚悟してよね。
Oh, weird. I don't know why I can select his guys. Alright, rip. So yeah, it's like weird. I don't know what's going on there. Like, I couldn't select... Unless I wasn't red. It's like weird. I could select his characters, but I couldn't select mine, and I can't figure out why. I think it's another person 0. I could be wrong, but it seems very... Like, the connection time seems to imply it's another person. So, that didn't go so well. Yeah, so, I mean... I still think that's really a problem with the game, with how the eggs react when they're pushed onto railings. But basically, the solution was just jump on the rail, basically. Don't just, like, roll it on. Oh, excuse me. There's some, like, my problem with that game goes beyond just that, though. I think it's an issue with some of the level design early on, but to explain why I mean that, I'm more interested in now is, like, basically the beginning of every area seems to be go get the gold egg, hatch the gold egg, go fight the boss. And it's this very linear experience that you're kind of going through these levels with, and I don't think the level design in those levels are particularly great, but kind of what surprised me at the end of the last stream was how much the levels felt more like Mario levels on those later levels that we were playing, or the later objectives on those levels. So I think probably the best way to play Billy Hatcher is to play all 5 objectives on each level before you move on. But it's one of those things that it's just kind of hard to know what the best move is, because when I played Mario Odyssey for the Switch, like, it was kind of a detriment for you to stay back at each world and go and get all the moons or whatever, right? Because at some point you would unlock more moons that would go and spawn. So it kind of turned out to be that I ended up not getting most of the moons in the game because I spent so much time on the worlds originally, and re-exploring those worlds for a second time for a second set of moons just didn't really seem like something I want to do, especially since I already explored it once for that current set of moons. It probably would have made more sense to just get the number of moons you needed to move on, get to the end of the game, and then go back and do the rest of the stuff that you want to do. So I feel like Billy Hatcher has the exact opposite issue, where you really want to be playing all the levels up front rather than spacing it out. Put him there. I feel like I haven't found a great use for my mage yet. Like the two slot difference or distance is not working out the way I thought it would. I'm gonna leave him back for now. Or the 2 slot range, I guess I should say. I'm gonna leave him in my inventory still a bit longer. Yeah, they kind of added like a cell shaded effect to the backgrounds.
覚悟してよね。泣いちゃっても知らないからね。
I'm still a little confused at how some of these specials work, and like when I can select them and when I can't. Like now I can select this one. Maybe it's just because I didn't have enough diamonds before. Ooh, okay. So I don't know what his special is, but we'll find out. I think it might be that big flame breath or whatever. Yeah, this one. I think this is an attack, right? It's not just a buff? Oh, maybe it's just a buff, actually. So that might not work out, actually. Oh, actually... that might be okay. Okay, so he gets a 2 attack after that, too. Alright.
僕の力見せてあげる。泣いちゃっても知らないからね。
Alright, I definitely want to spawn this guy this turn. If it lets me. It's like I can't select it right now for some reason. I don't know why I cannot, because I have plenty of points. Alright. So he's moving forward. So if I can... So the main thing I want to do is keep the wizard guy on the right away.
以上近づくな。さて、どうしてやろうかな。
Are you gonna attack? Okay, that actually might work out. Okay, cool. We win. We did it. This is a different demo, so it doesn't have the same save data.
当然だよね。
So, as far as I can tell, so far, the Tokudal girls are not in this demo. Because it seems like at least all of these seem to be monsters I've already gotten. So it doesn't seem like I'm getting a new pool of monsters right now, which is kind of the confusing thing for me at this moment. Bad gotcha. I also don't know if those broken pieces can be turned into anything or not. So, yeah. And I also don't know, you know, in here I have these guys off on a mission right now, which has a timer. But you know, it looks like they're fighting some new fights in there. But cuz that like silvery dragon is one of the final encounters of the previous demo. So yeah, I don't know if there's a possibility that we will get the chance to fight these things in this demo, or if that's just shoved away here, if I'll get any of the monsters from this escapade that's going on in there. But it's just a little confusing right now. Obviously, you know, the game's entirely in Japanese, but who can say? But yeah, I mean, this demo, it's cool from the sense that you get to try out the online play for sure. But the monster pool seems pretty small right now, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I think they cleaned it up a lot. It looks a lot nicer presentation-wise, and I think it's playability-wise, it's better. It moves faster, although you can't fast forward anymore for some reason during certain animations, or at least I can't figure out what the input is to do so. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick this up, you know, as soon as it comes out. Will I play through all of it? That's a whole other thing. But you know, I enjoyed the first demo quite a bit. I just don't know if there's enough content in this demo to really do anything other than just say, yep, that's online play. Confirmed. You know, just that there's not a lot of options right now, it seems like, with the types of enemies or characters you can choose. I mean, what's interesting about this one is you can buy different like stat upgrades, which in the previous game there was kind of like a standard level up system for characters, but it didn't really affect much directly to you as a player. Where in this case, it seems like it really has a big impact on what you can assign to two different slots and things like that. So you can kind of buy additional attack slots. You can buy additional movement slots. So you can go ahead and slot those in and work with them. With the previous game, I feel like you just kind of randomly got those things. Like, I assume based off leveling up, but they were pretty sparse for the most part. So, yeah. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for this week. Sorry again for the stream starting a little late and that we didn't get to play any Billy Hatcher, but we'll play some Billy Hatcher next week. I was glad we got to play this demo for a bit. I don't know if I plan to spend a ton of time on this demo anymore. I'll probably leave it on a bit for the weekend or something and see if it's any good, but that's fine, Zero. And yeah. So back to Billy Hatcher next week. In terms of content, the Doraemon 2 Animal Wakusei Densetsu review went up on the casual review. Sorry, not a full review. Went up on YouTube yesterday, so that's there if you want to see that. And then next week is the Super Mario Land review, like the actual featured review, scripted and everything. So it's a shorter one, but I don't know. Hopefully it's something of value. I feel like whenever I hear people talk about Super Mario Land, they talk about more of the surface level weird oddities of the game, where I focus a lot more like on the level design. I don't know if that's pretty standard for the conversation around Mario Land, but I have not heard a lot of that. So I thought I was like, I'll throw my hat in the thing. No Jet Girls gameplay. Zero, I got to talk to you about some Jet Girls stuff that scares me. It may make it difficult for me to play that game going forward. I'll send it to you afterwards so you can see what people are doing in the Jet Girls community. And I'm like, I don't know if So what happened, I might as well just say it now. What happened in Jet Girls is it seems like people figured out that ramming yourself against the wall is faster than just driving forward. So ideally, you would like shove yourself into the wall and you're constantly hitting the wall while you're boosting and you go faster. And I'm like, I don't know if I like this thing, like mechanic, or not mechanic, exploit, I guess you could say. It's the same way like in Mario Kart where like snaking kind of ruined that game for me a bit, and then with Mario Kart 8, the whole like boost jumping thing, like where you like jump after a boost to maintain speed and stuff like that, kind of annoyed me a little bit. So I don't know. I need to test it out and try it myself, but I would be a little concerned if the game's meta comes down to just ramming against the wall. I mean, there's skill to it for sure, but I don't want to spend the entire race all four people lined up on a wall and then whoever's in front is the one who's just going to stay in front because of that. I mean, you could shoot each other and stuff like that too, but I don't know. We'll see how it is. But that seems to be where that community is going right now, is ride the walls and you'll go super fast because of physics. And I have zero confidence that Honey Parade Games will patch that. So we'll see. Anyways, yeah. But other than that, other than those two reviews, I mean, I'm just playing Xenoblade Chronicles X right now. So, I don't know how much variety we're going to see here in the near future. I'm really just trying to dump as much time in Xenoblade Chronicles X as much as possible. I'm thinking about not a Patreon, but some kind of set goal, right? And I want it to be a set goal that is a benefit to people some way. And making content is not a set goal kind of thing. Well, like, I just don't make it like, if I accept payment for content, it's not going to increase content output. It's just going to lock stuff off. So I don't want to do that. So I don't know. But anything I'm doing, A, I don't expect to actually go through like and get funded or whatever. And B, it's not going to be something that's content based. So, or if it's content based, it'll be more around things that I normally wouldn't have looked at. But if people want to spend money to help me cover something, then they can. But more of because, you know, it's not that I don't have the money to do it on my own. It's just kind of irresponsible for me to just go throw a bunch of money at things all the time. So if there was something that was like, people were like, oh, we want you to cover this. And it's like, well, this thing is however much money. But if you pay, like, say, half of it and I'll pay the other half, then I'll cover it in some way. But then also, you know, I'm still paying for half of it. So I don't feel too bad about essentially owning it at that point. But I don't know. We'll see. If I put something out, my 100% expectation would be, hey, here's this thing. It's never going to get funded, but it's there if you want to do something with it. And if we get there someday, cool. But it's not very exciting, so don't expect too much. Fun waste. Fun waste face. I'm going to... Look. Here it is. The Atokadol fund. If you give me $5,000, we'll import an Atokadol machine. No. So, yeah. I don't know, something more along those lines, but I don't know the best way to track that stuff and what the best platforms are for something like that. That's just like a one-time goal rather than like a Patreon or something. So, and again, I wouldn't want you guys to feel like you have to give me money. Like, the whole point of this is to be like, hey, this is some dumb shit that you can give me money for if you want to, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I'm very fortunate with my work. So, like, I make a decent amount of money in my real life workplace, and I'm very fortunate and very thankful for that, which is kind of what has made it so hard to ask for any money. But I guess the approach I took was, this is some dumb stuff that I wouldn't buy unless, like, or at least it wouldn't be smart for me to buy. I buy a PCFX mouse for $80 and a PS2 mouse for a Mario Paint game that's literally just a USB mouse, but it's the one specifically for this game. Like, hey, $30? Sure. No, it's dumb. So, anyways, yeah, I'll buy a Dreamcast too. So, anyways, that being said, again, if I put something out, don't feel the need to donate. You don't need to. It would be dumb for you to donate, but it would also be dumb for me to pay the money for it. So we'll be dumb together. I will gladly be dumb with you. So donate for $30.90. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna try to maybe work on a Center Kagura Reflections review, maybe, possibly. I think that will happen. I just don't know when, if that's gonna be soon or not. So, but yeah, I'm out. Have a good night. Where's my mouse? I can't find my